And good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content for the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher. I'm bringing a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And today, or this morning, whatever it is, we're going to check out the current state of the Inibuilds A320NEO. There was a recent update from Microsoft. I don't know if it has anything in that update for the Neo, but we're going to check it out. So it's been a hot minute since we've checked out this airplane. I'd like to see if there's any improvements to the sounds, because it sounds like a vacuum cleaner in the external views. Let's see if there's any other things that we can notice that have been improved since the last time we've flown it. So we're going to be operating Spirit Wings flight 1004 from Pensacola over to Houston. Got some weather en route. Should make for a good time. We've got Active Sky Next providing our weather. And so I'd like to see if the weather, even though it's coming from an external source, does it still show up on the weather radar on the Inibuilds. As always, first and foremost though, got to give a huge shout out to all of our channel supporters, and that's going to be Pilot Porter, Dustin, D-Champ, Cali Simmer, Ford Contour, Hillbilly Gypsy, Zach Hamilton, Bravo Charlie, Gavin Chapman, Zolt, Skyfall, Jose, Andrew Something, Brett Smith, Shadow Dark, Image Seeker, Zach, Marco, VR Sim Pilot, J Foot, Drew Stone, Big Ralph, Delio, Cold Bay, Cab Shack, Kieran, Wes, Oralo Spires, Josh Sioux Falls, Tenured Amibia, Nabil, Lightspeed, Kevin, FO Pilot Depth, Ron FX, JJ Stevens, AJJ, Micah Messer, David Isaac, Rev, Mickey D. Mike, Tony S, Will H, Chase Sawyer, Captain Geo, Alfonso, Plain Nuts, and Captain Nate. Huge shout out to all of you guys, and especially those 5 who received gift memberships from Cali Simmer today. Very happy to have y'all aboard and part of the channel. Yeah. Now, over to the charts. We got Pilot Porter in the house, my man. How's it going this evening? At least you aren't late on this one. Plain Nuts, he missed us so much that he had to do a second stream. Hell yeah, brother. Pilot Porter said, I feel personally responsible since I came into the last stream literally as it ended. Shit happens. That's why God made the replay, as I always say. Cap Zip. What's going on, dude? Good evening, wrong side. Good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing well. J Foot is in the house. What's going on, J Foot? Hope you're doing good, dude. Watching but not chatting much. Getting paper done at work. Hey, man, no problem. Glad I'm able to provide some ambiance sound while you're doing your paperwork. Paperwork sounds like shit, but hopefully I can make it a little bit better for you. Blake Phelps didn't realize this was actually live. I normally end up watching the streams after they've been finished. Glad to be here for an actual stream live. Dude, I am very happy to actually have you here with as well. So welcome, dude. Hope you're having a great morning. And Marco, good morning / evening wrong side and chat. Well, good morning to you. I know you're 6 hours ahead, so that's what, 7:30 in the morning? Man, you are an early riser. My ass will be asleep for about 2 or 3 hours by 7:30 in the morning. So, mouth is super dry, I don't know why. For those of y'all who were at the last stream today, Josh, good morning to you, dude. I was wondering if you were going to make it. So if y'all were here for the last stream, we got pretty down and dirty in the details, you know, in the OFP, the pre-flight, all things realistic, basically. This stream, we're not going to do that. This stream, we're going to be a bit more chill. Just kind of roll through stuff pretty quick. I'm not going to go through like every single waypoint on the OFP, cross-checking with the FMS, all that kind of stuff. I can do that with the Phoenix because I have the physical McDo next to my left leg, and it's a lot easier to do a lot of things like that. But with this airplane, I don't have the capability of using the McDo with it, nor my mini FCU. So we're just going to keep it chill. We're just basically going to fly from A to B. Then we'll have more time to kind of hang out with y'all and chat. Yeah, so without further ado, I guess let's jump down into the airplane and get this sumbitch going. Y'all know the drill. Battery 1, battery 2, external power. Let the airplane kind of boot up a little bit. Alrighty, crew supply, ground control, CBR test. Put that over to Captain ADIRS 1, 2, and 3. Come out down here to nav and logo, get that on. No smoking on the emergency lights. Get a little AC blowing up in this aeroplane. We'll switch that over, We've got our flight directors on. I'm gonna start turning those off. until I get the box prepped. I've been having, I wouldn't say issues, but it's like I get the box all ready to go, and then like I'll have like a little hiccup with the mini FCU, and so I have to go recycle the flight directors. So from now on, I've just been turning them off from the get-go, and then once I'm done with the box, then I go turn them on. So that's kind of where that's stemming from. Anyways, VORs, constraints, coming on down, just kind of checking, make sure everything is in the position it's supposed to be in. I don't know why all frequencies are 22.8. It's kind of weird. Let's say VHF2, let's put it 21.5. And like the Phoenix, it's pretty slow to scroll through all of the frequencies. Cool. Get that over into auto. All standby. Sweet. And I guess we can't initialize the flight like we would any other time, so back to FMGC. Alright, nav data. How are you gonna have an active nav database for 2 days, 14 May to 16 May? Makes no sense, but that's, I guess, current. Init, initialize request. Error downloading data. Interesting. Wonder why that is. It's like I can't pull. I got the sim brief in there. Oh well. Alright, we'll just do it all manually. KPNS to KIAH. Alright, something's fucked up with this airplane. It's okay, there it goes. Takes that time. That was weird. NKS 1005. Cost index 35. Cruise altitude 36,000. Temperatures minus 45. Triple pause 47.8. Same as what it was in the last stream. Flight plan, penis, departure 35. No SID, insert. From there, we're going to fly direct to Rami. Rami going to direct to, shit, what is that? Yeah, Harvey, VOR, HRV. Oh, no shit, I could still be able to put in another fix without having to hit insert. That's dumb. You know what, I don't even have to put it in right there. So let's go Houston arrival. I think it's on 26 right. We're on the link 1 arrival. Harvey transition. approach via. Hootie and Zappo. Let's do Zappo. Insert that. Got a discon there. We'll get rid of that one. Got a manual Zippo. It's to be expected. So we'll leave that. Secondary flight plan. KPNS. KPNS. NKS 1005 35 360 minus 48 47.8. Secondary penis departure 35 none insert penis arrival RNAV 35 none inserts. Perf. Current weather, winds 290 at 8. 19 on a temp, 2989. Minimums. 384. Right now, current viz is 1.75 miles. Minimum for this approach is 7/8 of a mile, so probably round that up, call that a mile. So in real life, we would probably want a departure alternate, but we're still legal as of right now. RadNav, we'll leave that be. Init, wind request. Whatever. Top climb winds 235 at 47. And we'll just go with that. Init B. Our fuel 0.3 on the taxi. Inibuilds still hasn't fixed that. Alternate 0. Reserve fuel. Haven't fixed that either. Wind components, a headwind of 32. 0 fuel weight. 129. Actually, that's should have an actual. Hey, it finally took. Let's go payload. 129.3. $23.7. Block fuel 12.3. Alright, runway 35. It's wet. That's what she said. Wind 290 at 8. Outside air temp 19. Altimeter 2989. Takeoff weights 141.2. Is there a period? No flaps config 2, air conditioning on, anti-ice off. So let's go packs off. Force toga, yes, calculate. Got 137, 50, 54. Flaps 2. Trim's up 0.3. No flex. All that's good to go. All right. $23.72. Pensacola clearance, Spirit Wings 1004 looking for IFR clearance to Houston.
Spirit Wings 1004, Pensacola clearance cleared to George Bush Intercontinental H Airport. Radar vectors Rami, then is filed. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level tree 60, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.35, squawk 1366.
Cleared to Houston George Bush Intercontinental Airport. Radar vectors Romney, then is filed. Climbed 4,000. 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies 125.35, squawk 1366. Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
Contact ground 121.9 for push and start. Spirit Wings 1004. Alright. About ready to get out of here. Go flight directors 4,000. Alright, cockpit prep. Maintenance log and tails onboard and check. Gear pins, covers removed. Seatbelt signs. Let's get those on. Those are on. ADIRs are in nav. If we want to confirm that, IRS monitor. There's nav. Fuel, we need 12.3. We've got 12.5 on board. Altimeter's 2989 is set, and EFB is checked. There's something else I was about to do. Oh yeah, the nits. Oh, there's no ground temp. Okay, I thought I'd never put in a ground temp, but it's because it's not there. Alright, so for our departure brief, it's going to be a right seat takeoff. Aircraft types A320 for tailstrike avoidance. We have no MELs, no CDLs. It'll be a 2-engine taxi. Taxi route, we're expecting runway 35, should push out nose south, and it'll likely be Alpha 7, Alpha cross runway 8. Alpha all the way down to 35. We got a hot spot encompassing the whole intersection of runway 17, 35, and 8 and 26, along with taxiway Alpha and Delta. I don't feel like reading that hot spot, so I'm not going to. So we got one runway to cross, runway 8, the hot spot as we previously talked about. Weather is a factor. We got vicinity thunderstorms. Actually, I think current weather is reporting thunderstorms over the field. Yeah, heavy rain, thunderstorms, mist, a few at 500, broken 1600, overcast 2300, temperatures 19, 18, 2989, lightning distant all quadrants. So we got thunderstorms and no terrain. Standard abort procedures before 80 knots. It'll be my decision to reject company stop, set the parking brake, call flight center stations, analyze situation, call for an ECOM actions or emergency evacuation checklist as required. After 80 knots, high speed regime, I'm going to abort for engine fire, engine fail, anything that makes feel like the aircraft's unsafe for takeoff. If we pop an engine after V1, we're going to go flying. We'll speed up, clean up, try to avoid weather as best as possible. And the plan is to come back. So our engine out, acceleration climb altitude is going to be 1610. If we do come back, we'll be over max landing weight, and we'll come back to runway 35. All goes as planned. We're going to fly radar vectors to Romney, initial climb up to 4,000, and we're going to be squawking 1366. There we go. Before our checklist will be next. So let's get that, bleed on, disconnect ground power. Door shut. Pull that jet bridge. There we go. Let's get all the ground shit pulled. Doors are closed. Toggle the chocks. Toggle the GPU. Alright, before start checklist. Windows, doors, and slides. Closed and armed. Beacons on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake is on. And transponder is in auto. Before start checklist is complete. Alright. Thank you. What does cost index do? So cost index is basically how fast you're going to fly. It spans from a value of 0 up to 999. Typically airlines are going to operate between 0 and 99. Because above 99, it's not going to be much of a difference. So the higher the number, the faster you fly. It can be used tactically for numerous different reasons. So airlines are considered on time if they land within 14 minutes of the scheduled ETA. So like at my airline, we have our software configured to where if the airplane is, say, running a little bit behind, or maybe the headwinds are kind of strong and it's overblocking a little bit, it'll increase the CI to speed up the flight to land within A14, so to land within on time. But if the airplane is going to be too late and we're not going to land within A14, then it's going to plan a more standard cost index, which is going to be like around 20-ish. Because otherwise you're going to be burning a lot of gas to fly faster and still be late, right? So it doesn't do anybody any good. So that's what cost index is. Basically just flying faster or slower. Let's see, what are we on right now? Let's go 21.9. Pensacola ground. Spirit Wings 1004 ready, push and start.
Spirit Wings 1004, Pensacola ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Facing east. I don't think we can face east. Pushback approved, face east. Spirit Wings 1004. Alright, brakes release, clear to push. AJJ, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? I wish Beyond ATC had network flying. I'm currently a little east of Santa Fe, en route to Palm Springs from Wilmington. Yeah, I wish it did too. Maybe that's something they'll implement in the future. We can at least like all see each other or something. Yeah, it's probably my number one complaint with Beyond HC. It feels kind of lonely with no one else on comms. Yeah. But then it's like, I guess just go fly VATSIM. Maybe that's, I guess, the alternative. Yeah, once it has AI traffic, I feel like feel a lot more alive. 100%. All right, let's get them fired up. Let's roll number 1. Looking for more than 25 psi on the bleed air. We got it, and we can roll 1. I need this. And you got the pin on the right side, and they are clear of the airplane. Whatever center I'm supposed to be on while using Beyond AC, if available, I'll pull it up on Live AC. Yeah, I did the same, but with PSXT. Guys, if you haven't already, please smash that like button if you're enjoying the content. It's been a minute since I've been streaming, so definitely help get the algorithm back up to speed and all that good stuff. All right, good start on number 2. I have to start flow. Alrighty, app start. Anti-ice is off. Yellow trumps off. Road trim 0. App start checklist is complete. Pensacola ground, Spirit Wings 1005, ready taxi.
Aircraft calling for taxi instructions, say call sign.
I did, bitch. Spirit Wings 1004. At least I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
Aircraft calling for taxi instructions, say call sign.
Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004. Runway 35 taxi via Alpha 7 Alpha. Hold short runway 26.
Taxi runway 35 via Alpha 7 Alpha, hold short runway 26. Spirit Wings 1004. All right, let's roll. All right, brake check, pressure 0. Runway turnoff lights are like non-existent.
Spirit Wings 1004, cross runway 26 at Alpha. Continue taxi via Alpha, Alpha 6.
Cross runway 26 at Alpha, continue taxi, Alpha, Alpha 6. Spirit Wings 1004. Alright, mini brief. Departing off runway 35, gross weight's 141.6. Flaps config 2, fuel 12.3, V1's 137, V2's 154. Top altitude's 4,000, 4,000's blue, and our first fix is Rami. Flight controls check. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. See if we can get a little rudder check. Can't tell if it's moving or not. Flight controls check is complete. Alright, taxi checklist. Gross weight comparison complete. Pitch trim is 29.2% CG set. V1, VR, V2 flex is 37, 50, 54. No flex. Flaps config to flight control is checked. ECM auto takeoff all green. ECM status is checked. Predictive wind shear is on auto. TCAS code set TRA. Cabin crews advised. Main brief is complete. Got our 3-minute warm-up. Towers will meet.
Spirit Wings 1004. Contact Pensacola Tower 119.9er.
19.9. Spirit Wings 1004. I have to wait until get short because I can't see the damn knob. Brake set and 19.9. Departures 25:35. Pensacola Tower, Spirit Wings 1004, holding short, runway 35, ready for takeoff.
Spirit Wings 1004, Pensacola Tower, wind tree 50 at 11, fly runway heading, runway tree 5, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 35, Spirit Wings 1004. Runway heading is going to be 349. Our lineup checklist. Runway 35 is confirmed inside, outside. Fuel, min fuel is 9.9. We got 12.1 on board. Engine mode selector is, we're going to put that in ignition. Well, I got to actually do it in here because none of my throttle stuff works. And our packs are set. Whoops. Beat the shit out of my thing. Alright, boys and girls, let's rock and roll. Now, rotate law has been a motherfucker in this airplane. So I'm curious to see if the rotate law still sucks. I feel like it will. Man, Toga SRS, auto thrust blue. Eight knots, they're set. 100. There's V1. And the rotate. Yeah, rotate law still sucks. Big time. Positive rate, gear up.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Pensacola departure. Have a good evening.
Over to departure, Spirit Wings 1004. Wind shear. Keep flying this heading, get some altitude. Pensacola departure, Spirit Wings 1004, 3.8, climbing 4,000.
Spirit Wings 1004, Pensacola departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb, maintain flight level 180, Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, turn left heading 255. Expect further clearance in about 24 miles.
Left turn 255, Spirit Wings 1004. And there's 15 seconds. Get pack one on. I wish my heading knob worked. Some nasty weather. Say we do 275 until we're past this weather. We could request it, but it's obviously not going to know what I'm talking about. So we're just going to do it. Maybe ATC won't notice. Temperature's good, not in icing conditions. Clear of the red. Let's make it daytime so we can see some shit. Woo. Try to bob and weave through that shit. All right, ladies and gents, we are on the way. Doesn't look like, I don't think this airplane has improved like at all since they first put it out in beta. No one else gives me a chance to learn how to use plane notes. What do you mean by that? Kind of like it with no one else around. Oh, you like what no one else is around? Yeah, it's a great tool. Like when you're wanting to learn ATC shit without getting on VATSIM and getting yelled at.
Spirit Wings 1004. Contact Jacksonville Center 1 tree 4.15.
3415. Spirit Wings 1004. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, climbing 17,000 for 18,000.
Spirit Wings 1004, Jacksonville Center. Climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb, maintain flight level 360, Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, cleared direct Rami. Resume on navigation.
Cleared direct Rami, resume on navigation, Spirit Wings 1004. Standard direct Rami. I like it. We're just going to have to deal with that weather when we get to it. Nav. probably be best to go to the south, cut through this gap here, since we're turning a bit more south down the road anyways. Now we are using Active Sky Next. Just so y'all know. Alright, try to get caught up here. First place I'm going when traffic is added is JFK. Ooh, that'll be busy. Veteran could use some tuning. Send me all the way to Havelock/New Bern before I said screw it. I'll go direct to my next waypoint. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why it would tell me, you know, give me a heading for 25 miles. It's kind of weird. It would be runway heading. More than likely in real life be runway heading. And then like as soon as contacting departure would be direct to Rami. Helps those who don't feel comfortable with VATSIM to practice. Absolutely. 100%. Is there nobody on VATSIM? I don't know. I didn't even look. I kind of just enjoy Beyond ATC. Like it's fun to go through every one of the frequencies. You don't actually ever get to do that with VATSIM unless maybe it's a giant event. I think I have to talk like Speedbird before I don't understand you. So do you know which engine model? Yep, it is the LEAP engines, from what I can tell. It definitely doesn't have the Pratt & Whitney, what's that? What do they call that? You get that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, I'm about 99% sure they're LEAPs. When we get out of these clouds, we'll take a look at the engines. My best struggle with VATSIM is approach. Our biggest struggle. So what is it you struggle with? Like when to contact approach, or just like all the directions when they're like left turn heading 250, descend maintain 3000 until established on a localizer, clear ILS 27 approach.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Houston Center 2765, take care.
Over to Houston Center 2765, Spirit Wings 1004, have a great day. I wish you, like when you said have a great day and shit, they'd say like YouTube or something. That'd be kind of cool. I'm sure they could make it do that. 2765. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, climbing 24.7, level 360, direct Rami.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center, roger.
Alright, we're at 25,000 feet and still in the tops. And it looks like there's higher tops to the south of us. Interesting. I say that all the time. Too short, can't see the knob. What's your sensitivity settings? Oh, shit, I don't know. Let's see. So for the stick, somewhat linear. I think this is Phoenix's suggestions to do -7 on each axis. Well, this is -9. But, yeah, so -7 on the roll with a 4% dead zone, 100% reactivity. And then on the pitch, -9, 4% dead zone, 100% reactivity. And then my rudder and my wheel brakes, toe brakes are linear. popping out of these tops. God, that thing sounds awful. I agree, it sounds pretty shit. Maybe Boris will make a sound pack for it whenever it comes, when they release him update 15. That's what the seatbelt signs are for, so you can fly right through the bumps. What's the purpose of wing lights? I've never understood why it needed during takeoff. So there's one that's just added visibility for other traffic. Two, in the event that you have, like, there are certain conditions where physical like examinations of the wings have to be done during conditions like heavy snow. So you can do heavy snow, de-ice. I think there's a visual inspection of the wings have to be done, and then, like, obviously at nighttime, those lights help with that. Also in emergencies, like if there's a nighttime emergency where having to evacuate the airplane, as we all know, there's emergency exit doors that go to the wings, so having those wings illuminated will help people see to get out on the wing if, obviously, you know, they work. There's a few different uses for them. Yeah, all the talking gets you confused. Yeah, that's fine. Trust me, you're not the only one. It's it can be a lot to process, but the more you do it, the better you'll get. If you have to, ask them to go slower. Gotta be like that guy, JFK ground / tower, that spits it fast. Shit. My country ass can't hear him. I've actually had it say that to me once. It was Center that said, have a good day or something. Haven't been able to get it to do it. Interesting. Okay. Oh, she's sensitive. Yeah, a little bit. The external sounds are just fucking dog shit. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Houston Center 1 tree 2.6.
132.6 for Spirit Wings 1004.
Negative Houston Center on 1 tree 2.6.
Contact Houston Center 132.6 for Spirit Wings 1004. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, climbing 31.5 for flight level 360.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center, roger.
Roger. Alright, it's been relatively smooth on the way up. Turn that seatbelt sign off. Let's go ahead and do our first pass through of the top hat flow. we're going to Houston, 26 right. Radius, 5 miles. Rad nav, we'll leave that in auto for now. Prog page, KIH 26 right. Perf. Current weather in Houston. Winds are calm, statue miles. Overcast at 25,000. Temperature 19, dew point 19. Altimeter is 2977. So, every time this happens, I always want to point it out to you guys. We got calm winds, and we have a temp and a dew point spread of 0 degrees. So they're the same temperature, right? We have in the TAF at our ETA forecasted 5 statute miles missed. So there's a decent chance that we'll have some obscuration development, obscuration being missed or fog. Later in the morning, from 10Z to 13Z, Houston is forecasted to have 2 statute miles missed, broken at 500. So it'll be IFR later on. So anyways, for us, the potential for some obscuration development is definitely there. So I guess we'll see if it happens or not. Let's see, winds are calm. Temperatures 19. Dew points 19 and 2977. Minimums on the runway 26 right. Barrow 295, which is 200 foot ceilings, or 200 feet decision height above touchdown. Fuel prediction, looking at 25 minutes of extra fuel. Secondary flight plan, we'll delete that. Copy active. And I'm just going to leave that for now. If I need to throw in like 26 left, or what's the other one, 27, I'll probably back it up at 27 just in case they give me that. So we are coming from the south. Link 1, what does it say? None. Alright, it's 27. Let's do seals. Sweet. Secondary is all set. Coming up on cruise. There's probably no landing performances there. Alright, let's see. What's kind of weird about the cloud top thing is that the sim can put clouds up there if you do it manually. They must not have data or something. Yeah. You know, we're at 36,000 feet and we're technically in the tops right now, although they're just like, you know, Cirrus type clouds. They're not, you know, actual CVs or, you know, nothing like that. But yeah, it does always seem weird that like thunderstorms can't get this high up, when obviously in real life they'll get up to like 60,000 feet. Like a blown out Dyson. I'd be like, that's what I said, stupid. Have you went to go jump seat with V1 yet? I have not. Have not. At some point, I'll get the jump seat with them. how is the Neo at this stage? Just flew back in town from LAX. I might try out a red-eye. And is the radar working well with Active Sky? So, to answer y'all's questions, the Neo, I mean, it flies. If you're a very in-depth Airbus person like me, there will be some things that will annoy you. Like in the fuel prediction page, you cannot zero out the route reserve, which is highly frustrating. And it doesn't take 0 in the alternate. It doesn't, even though it'll like uplink winds, it still wants to put the average wind component in the fuel prediction page. Bunch of smaller stuff like that most people probably don't give a shit about. Most people probably don't even change much in the fuel prediction page. There's definitely some things that irritate me. The rotate law is terrible. Like as it transitions from rotate law into normal law, it's terrible. You're like having to put a lot of back pressure on the stick. The only thing I can think of is maybe trim up quite a bit more than what it tells you to trim. That might be a remedy. The engines
Spirit Wings
sound like
1004,
shit.
contact Houston Center 127.0.
127.0 for Spirit Wings 1004. And we scroll. The engines, especially like the external engine, or in the external view, they sound like a fucking vacuum cleaner. It needs a lot of polishing, I believe. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, flight level 360.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center, roger.
Roger.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center. Expect Gilco 5, runway 8 left.
We'll expect Gilco 5, runway 8 left, Spirit Wings 1004. Alright, well that throws a wrench. 8 left, huh? Weather, ATIS. I don't know what it goes off of because the real life ATIS info hotel, they're landing 26 right. So, fun times. Houston, arrival, 8 left. Gilco 5. Now what transition? We'll do Harvey, insert. Alright. For 8 left, arrival via. Now I need to unpin these other 2 approaches. And then that sucks, dude. I thought we were gonna be able to go straight in. 8 left. Let's do Mako. I'm confused. Houston 8 left. Arrival. Why is it not? ILS 8 left. Gilco 5. Heading, perfect. Oh, that is sure shit not what I want. Harvey's behind us. So let's insert that. Why is it not giving me the fucking star? Hervey via Mako. I don't want Mako, motherfucker. There we go. Topaz. Okay, now we're back in business. Man. Now, Blake, you were asking if the radar is working well after sky. It was. It was showing the weather with no problem, to the point that we were even using heading mode to kind of deviate around the nastiest of it all. The fly-by-wire does that with the wind component too. Yeah, and it's not supposed to. If you uplink the winds, then that should have gray dashed lines. If you don't do a wind data uplink, then you would be able to put in the average wind component. I think my vacuum sounds better. Maybe you can create a sound pack from your vacuum to put on this airplane. Liam, what's going on, dude? Great to see you, man. Welcome. Good morning to you. Just cruising on along. Take a look, show y'all kind of what we're over. We'll get that seatbelt sign back on. $39.5. Houston Center request altitude change for Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004 did not copy.
Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, request climb flight level 380.
Spirit Wings 1004, unable flight level 380 at this time.
Bitch. Anyways, here's what we're flying over. Took off and flew out of all this nastiness. And now we're just cruising on along. Hopefully we'll get some little more clear views as we're descending in. But this is probably going to be our view for the bulk of the flight. I will admit it's a nice little wing flex. So has anybody bought the Diamond DA50 yet?
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Houston Center 126.35.
Over to Houston Center 126.35. Spirit Wings 1004. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, flight level 360.
1004, Houston Center, roger.
Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, request climb flight level 380.
Spirit Wings 1004, unable flight level 380 at this time.
These guys are buttholes, man. What happened to, like, you know, everybody being friendly in the South? Negative and negative. I bought it. I've barely somewhat sorta flew it one time. Sorta. I didn't even like hook my yoke up for it. But it seems pretty nice. I really enjoy Diamond aircraft. I love the DA-42. Love it, love it, love it. The DA-50 has a real shitty sight picture. Not even sight picture, but like the frame of the cockpit is like massively in the way. Like your view is like very limited. But kind of a cool looking airplane. Travis, safe travels. Where are you flying from? We are flying from Pensacola, Florida, and all that nastiness, and we are headed to Houston Intercontinental Airport. Can I change? So we're going Harvey. Gilco 5. Oh wow. It even changed my chart automatically. Is Gilco? I don't think Gilco is even an RNAV star. That's not even an RNAV star. That's dumb. ATC would never do that in real life. If you're RNAV equipped, they're going to put your ass on an RNAV star for sure. So, how is this going to play out? I don't think this is even compatible. No. From Gilco fly heading 265 for vectors to final approach course. Okay. Whatever. That's about what Beyond ATC does anyways. Huh, they didn't let the AI in on the Southern Hospitality. That's a good one. Kieran, my man, good morning to you. Does the DA have failure simulation? I don't know, to be honest. Don't know. J Foot picked up the DA-50, very nice. Cool plane, great price, and like you said, terrible visibility. Let the DA-62. Flies pretty nice. Hell yeah. I'm going to have to take it and fly it down the Pensacola and Perdido Key, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Fort Morgan. Y'all know how I am about that area. In fact, I got a couple little screenshots whenever I flew it the one time. Yeah, I flew it down to Dolphin Island. It landed on this little strip, and it was kind of rainy, so what I noticed was kind of funny that when it's raining, there's a girl that's usually standing here at the fence, but she isn't standing there whenever it's raining. And so then if you clear the weather up, she shows up. It's kind of cool. It's a good looking airplane. Looking forward to flying it some more. Travis, that's not too long. It's only about, let's see, 1 hour, 18 minutes from wheels up to wheels down. It's not bad. Probably just looks further than what it really is. In fact, we're already on the arrival. We just haven't started descending yet. But we're on the procedure. Haha, Dustin, good morning. You are up hella early. How you doing, dude? Favorite aircraft real life? 757. Even though I'm obviously an Airbus whore, 7.5 is my favorite. After that, probably 321NEO. Either that or 350. Just because they're sexy. I love the 321NEO with the big sexy engines on it. In fact, my background on the internet is this. Spirit 321NEO 702. Oh yeah. Kenny Myers, my man. Greetings. How you doing, dude? I'm doing good. It's always a great morning when I can sit here and hang out with y'all. How are you doing? Karen said just woke up, getting ready to go flying, and saying that you're still streaming when I fell asleep watching your last night. Yeah, I mean, I definitely went several hours in between the streams. After I got done streaming the last time, I went and made the bed, fed the dogs, went outside, mowed the yard, weed eated, blew everything off, came back in, washed some dishes, made some food. Then Crystal got home and we ate dinner and watched an episode of Peaky Blinders. Crawled in bed, waited for her to fall asleep, then got up and came here. Seth says, love Dolphin Island, been twice. Hell yeah. I have. I've never stayed out there, but I've been to Dolphin Island a few times. Usually, actually, the only times I've been there was to catch the ferry over to Fort Morgan. So load the truck up onto the ferry, take it over to Fort Morgan, then drive into Gulf Shores. And I've done it coming back as well to skip the Mobile Bay Causeway. It gets backed up with a lot of traffic. Doesn't said I'm up early, but not. I'm working overnight, so now I gotta have Saturday and Sunday off. Ah, there you go. Very nice. So Dustin, do you work 5 days in a row? You work like Monday through Friday? Liam said 757 is a good pick. For me, I gotta go with the F-15. Love me some military aviation. If we gotta go military, I'm gonna say F-22. I think. I don't know. For me, it's a tie between the F-22 and the A-10. Like two completely different airplanes, but man, like going to the air show and watching the F-22 demo, there's just nothing like it.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Houston Center 120.35.
120.35 for Spirit Wings 1004. Like, I turned into a fucking kid. Like, I mean a child in Disney World when the F-35, or the correction, the F-22 is on demo. If y'all haven't seen my YouTube short from the air show, you should go check out the short. Because as the F-35 goes into its vertical climb, you hear me let out a little woohoo. I couldn't resist. And I was loving it so much, I was like, fuck it, I'm not even going to video it. I'm just going to watch and enjoy it for myself. And I did. And it was great. Now, what the fuck? It's got our top of descent, like, at the airport. And we're at 36,000 feet. That ain't going to work. Might have to just eyeball it. Flight plan, so like 120 miles or so. Start down. EFOB 4.8, but yet we're planned to land with 5.7. That's not good. We're overburning almost 1,000 pounds. But that's also because we were planned to land west and now we're landing east. So that'll fucking do it. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, flight level 360.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center, roger.
Kenny, glad you're doing good, man. Come on, Bluebird, get that 7.5 moving, dude. I'm telling you. It's obviously not going to happen before Expo, but they did say at Expo they've got a lot of really good information coming out on the airplane, so I'm excited. I'm going to be looking for them. The 777 will be out for months before Bluebird gets 7.5 done, but 7.5 will be on another level. Oh yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah, work 5 to 8 hour shifts. Would love to work 10-hour shifts, but my group is too small. Oh, that sucks. How many people in your group do you need to pull 10s? Sucker for the 4th gen fighters. I mean, if we're being honest, I like all the fighters. Any fighter that like is anywhere flying close to me, like my mouth is open and I'm drooling and I'm staring in the sky. The agility of the F-22 is crazy, dude. I'm telling you. That thrust vectoring, ugh. But dude, just like the afterburners, it's just whenever I was at the air show, F-22 did like min radius turn, pointed the whatever you would call it, thrust vectoring nozzles, like right at us in that turn with the afterburners on. And I turned to Crystal and I was like, I might get a boner. Oh. But have y'all seen the new featurette? It's like a 2.5 minute featurette on the Blue Angel documentary for IMAX that's coming out here in a few days. It comes out on IMAX in 3 days, and then it comes out on Prime on the 23rd. But dude, that like the cinema photography that they have on this documentary, like I think it's gonna be better than Top Gun Maverick. Like it looks, like I got butterflies when I watched the featurette. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button. Definitely helps the algorithm. Trying to get the algorithm caught back up after not streaming for a couple weeks. And the F-22 Super Cruise, hell yeah. If only I had my own F-22 and knew how to fly it and had like pretty good range, it'd be dope. Because then I would just go live in Foley, Alabama and commute to work every day. Like instead of an hour drive, it'd be like an hour flight every day. Honestly, it wouldn't even be an hour. It'd be like 30 minutes. Yeah, it looks dope. I'm telling you. I think I'll work. Yeah, I'll work when it comes out. I might have to call out sick. Like, I cannot wait to see it. It's going to be so fucking good. You can definitely tell we're over South Louisiana right now. So, we're going to see some goofy-ass ground textures because I forgot to start my Google mod before starting the sim. I was already in the sim and, like, ready to like, start the stream when I realized it, and I was like, like, I'm not even going to kill the sim and bring it back. So, we might just we could leave it like this, and then as we start our descent, maybe switch it back to nighttime, so we don't have to see all this goofy texture. Oh, hell yeah, Blake. Got to start a program this fall for your AMP. Dude, that's awesome. 2-year program. Shit, yeah. If you ever get tired of working line maintenance, then you can go, like whatever airline you work for, you can go work in the OCC, which is where I work at my airline. And so in there you're going to be with dispatchers, coordinators, guest solutions, crew scheduling. Like, it's literally the beating heart of the airline. Obviously you got maintenance, maintenance control supervisors. So basically pilots will call in and be like, yo, my FO side flight director push button is not working. And if it's like a deferrable item, you'll write it up on the phone with the captain, and he'll put it in a logbook, and then you'll put it in the system so that it reflects on the paperwork for the dispatchers on the next flight, and like all that kind of shit. From what I understand from talking to the maintenance controllers at work, like maintenance control is kind of like the easier going thing. So Blake, where are you doing your program at? Wish they'd made more F-22s. Yeah. Obama pulled the plug on that one. Like, you almost can't have enough of those. I'm gonna need me another water. And maybe an ice cream cone. I see ads are about to roll, so I'm gonna go grab me a water and an ice cream cone, and I'll be right back.
Spirit Wings 1004. Contact Houston Center 124.7.
124.7, Spirit Wings 1004. Spirit, Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, flight level 360.
Spirit Wings 1004, say altitude.
I did, bitch. Flight level 360.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center, roger.
Yeah, shut up so I can eat my damn ice cream cone. Community college, nice, nice. We'll be learning at Eugene Airport. Ah, very good. Man, you're gonna love it once you get into the industry. The aviation industry is, it's, as V1 said, it's never great and it's never bad either. It's always like somewhere in between. Aviation industry is always doing weird shit, but I love it. There are ads if you are not a YouTube Premium person. It's getting a little hot in here. That's a little...
Spirit Wings 1004 after Kugel, cleared via Gilco 5. Pilot's discretion, descend and maintain flight level 260. George Bush Intercontinental H Airport landing runway 8 left, altimeter 2975.
After Kugel cleared Gilco 5, pilot's discretion, descend and maintain flight level 260. George Bush Intercontinental Houston Airport landing runway 8 left. Altimeter is 2975. Spirit Wings 1004. So basically, after Kugel, we can descend whenever we want, but not until then. Kick my feet up, got my tray table out. Eat my ice cream. Man, there's not, it's like not even any animation. It's just boop. You don't see it go up, go down. It's like I wish other stuff was could interact with, like that. Open the door, move the jump seat. Almost 6 hours deep in this flight, ready to land. Dude, that's... You're going, what, Wilmington to... where? I can't remember. It's on the tip of my head. I thought the same thing, though, when you said it, and it was a long-ass flight.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Houston Center 133.8.
.8 Spirit Wings 1004. I hate how much I have to scroll. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, flight level 360.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center, roger.
Palm Springs, that's right. Damn. I'm a fucking transcon right there. Speaking of, yeah, I got live traffic on. Speaking of Palm Springs, I'll be flying probably a round trip out of there tomorrow. Got a pretty big channel announcement to make tomorrow. Palm Springs plays into that. When I say tomorrow, I actually mean later today. So stay tuned. But we'll be doing some interesting operations out of Palm Springs. And no, there's not. I don't know if there's a MobiFlight profile for it or not. That's probably how they would get it to work, was with MobiFlight. Or maybe even the software that comes with the FCU. But I've never really been able to get that software to work. I've never really cared because I use the MobiFlight FCU to work with the Phoenix, and I never fly the fly-by-wire, so. So I'm aiming to start streaming around 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's what I'm aiming at, as long as my ass don't sleep too late. But Exanos that makes Palm Springs, they will likely be in the chat to answer any dev Q&A questions that y'all would like to ask. Hope this isn't too loud in y'all's ear. Gotta love a good ice cream cone. It's got chocolate filling in the cone. Got some caramel mixed in with the ice cream. It's good shit. So we're past Kugel. We can descend whenever we want. Probably start coming down around 120 to 130 miles. That was good stuff. Anybody else eat ice cream cones at 3 o'clock in the morning? Man. So Orange County 737, which is an Instagram page, It's a real 737 that this guy Fabian, he codes for Apple down there in SoCal. Went out to the desert, had the front end of a 7.3 cut off. Took it home, spent 2 years getting it like, you know, all parts replaced with true
Spirit
OEM
Wings
parts.
1004, contact Houston Center 133.4.
133.4, Spirit Wings 1004. But anyways, he just put a video on his Instagram page. Boy, sim's looking good. So his sim is our simulator for World Flight. Got to fly it last year, and it was awesome. And hoping to get to do it again this year. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, flight level 360.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Center, roger.
This estimated fuel on board on arrival keeps getting lower and lower. In about 10 miles we'll start. See, that's what. It's 40 miles. I think this is too close. I'm gonna start coming down in 5 more miles. You're going to fly on VATSIM or multiplayer during your stream. If you do, MP might join you if I'm home. Yeah, I could turn on multiplayer. I've always had issues with that. Like, I could never see anybody that I want to see in multiplayer. Then I see people that I don't care to see. And here comes 131 miles.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Houston, approach 132.25.
132.25, Spirit Wings 1004. Tell you what, I'm about to turn the auto tune on because I'm getting tired of just fucking scrolling. I did purchase a little radio panel similar to this. When it gets here, it'll make all that a lot easier. Houston Center, Spirit Wings 1004, descending 34.7, flight level 260.
Spirit Wings 1004, verify information, Foxtrot.
We have information Foxtrot, Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston approach, altimeter 2975, expect a visual approach, runway 8 left.
2975, expect visual, runway 08 left for Spirit Wings 1004.
All aircraft be advised, information Foxtrot now current, altimeter 2975.
Alright, let's update our perf. Flight plan's already set. Rad nav. I'll leave that be. Actually, let's hard tune IH. Prague KIAH08 left. This fucking thing freezing up or something. First set, fuel prediction, 16 minutes of extra, secondary flight plan. I got 2.7 in there, I just want to leave it.
Wings 1004, leave Gilco heading 280, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 8 left.
Leave Gilco heading 280, expect radar vectors visual runway 08 left, Spirit Wings 1004. Wow. Figured it would not have liked that. So Josh, you said too bad you're all out. All out of what?
Spirit Wings 1004, descend and maintain 1 tree 13,000, altimeter 2975.
Descend and maintain flight level 13,000, altimeter 2975, Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, turn left, heading 280, descend and maintain 2,100 vectors for the approach.
Descend and maintain flight level 2,100 vectors for the approach, Spirit Wings 1004. It always takes you down to the glide slope intercept altitude. Actually, it's too low, which is it's 2,000 feet on this one. Good God. We're not going to be able to do that. Yeah, so I knew not to trust the fucking VNav. I should have gone off the Prague page distance and not a flight plan distance. It's like we're literally like flying next to the airport. And we're at 21,000 feet. And it thinks that we're too high, which is the funny part. Ah, ice cream, gotcha. Now I got plenty over here.
Spirit Wings 1004, turn right, heading 330.
Turn right heading 330, Spirit Wings 1004. Not going to do that. Need to bleed off some more altitude.
Spirit Wings 1004, turn right, heading 360. Intercept the 8 left localizer, descend and maintain 2000.
Turn right heading 360, intercept 8 left localizer, descend, maintain 2000, Spirit Wings 1004. Not going to do that yet. We're coming down at 4,600 feet per minute. See if we can make it 5,000. Bleed off the speed, then we'll make that turn. Alright, 360. This is 2,000. We're going to hold 3,000 for now. Otherwise, it's going to be too damn low in the glide slope. I've learned you can't do everything they tell you to do. A bit right over. Hell yeah. I got plenty, man. I got plenty. I'm going to try and figure out what approach frequency is going to give me.
Spirit Wings 1004, airport is at your 2 o'clock tree, 2 miles. Report the field in sight.
32 fucking miles away when we report it in sight. Get out of here. Field in sight. American 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, cleared visual approach, runway 8 left.
Cleared visual approach, runway 8 left, Spirit Wings 1004. So I guess it only looks for the numbers in your call sign and not like the actual, you know, Spirit Wings or American or whatever. If I said American, then it just took it.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact Houston Tower 135.15. See you.
3515. We'll see you 1004. Am I already on 3515? $32.25. Houston Tower, Spirit Wings 1004, visual, runway 8 left.
Spirit Wings 1004, Houston Tower, wind 155 at 4, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left, clear to land, Spirit Wings 1004.
No, Spirit Wings 1004, cleared to land, runway 8 left.
They did this last time. Clear to land, runway 8 left, Spirit Wings 1004. Alright, took it that time. No! I got pulled over the other night while the Aurora was going off. The sheriff pulled me over for crossing the fog line. I said to him, sorry, I'm driving around in a big SUV that can pound through these potholes like they're nothing. Well, I don't think I understand the context of that. Like, because you're driving a big SUV. He was hunting for a DUI, but ended up wasting everyone's time. Now that figures. You should have told him that you crossed the line because you're too busy. Like you can't help but look up at the sky during the Aurora, Northern Lights. Alright, 12 miles. Slow her down. Here comes the glide slope and the localizer. And there's V&E plus him. We'll go flaps 1. Lokestar.
Retard.
Russo. Welcome to the channel, my friend. V&E plus 10. We'll go flaps 2. Speed checks flaps 2. Welcome aboard. Great to see you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us here on the Wrong Side Simulations channel. Very happy to have you. Make yourself at home, my friend. Glide slope star. 9 miles. Take it down to 170. Let's approach altitudes 4,000. That's gonna be a long ass taxi. Alright, there is 6 miles. We'll go manage speed. Gear down. Arm spoilers. Flaps 3. And flaps full. Landing checklist. Cabin crews advised, auto thrust speed, auto brakes low, incoming landing already. Landing checklist is complete. My airplane. Thousand stable. Little low, correcting. Runway in sight.
Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Jesus. That bitch just fell like a fucking bag of rocks. That was terrible.
Spirit Wings 1004, exit right at Foxtrot Golf.
Absolutely terrible. There's a
Spirit
no
Wings
flare.
1004, exit right at Foxtrot Golf.
Exit right at Foxtrot Golf, Spirit Wings 1004. You don't have to say that in real life. You just exit and they tell you.
Spirit Wings 1004, contact ground 1 tree 1.275. Have a good day.
31-275, Spirit Wings 1004. Oh yeah, I forgot that I put on auto tune. Duh. Houston ground, Spirit Wings 1004. Taxi to the gate.
Aircraft calling for taxi instructions, say call sign.
Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, say again gate number.
Any gate, I guess. Let's see. Taxi. Parking gates. Alpha 17. We'll do 15.
Request gate 15 Alpha, Spirit Wings 1004.
Spirit Wings 1004, gate 15 Alpha taxi via Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo. Hold short runway 8 right.
Taxi gate 15 Alpha via Foxtrot Alpha, Foxtrot Delta, November Echo, hold short, runway 8 right, Spirit Wings 1004. Alright, Fox Alpha, Fox Hotel. What was after that? November Echo. Where the fuck is November Echo at? Fox Alpha, Fox Delta. Oh shit. They want me to go in the opposite direction. You fucking kidding me? Not doing that. We're going to take Fox Alpha, Fox Hotel, November Papa. That's what we're going to do. Alright, let's clean her up. Maybe some whiskey landeds. Still land safely. Sounds like a great land challenge. Is that say intentions or beyond ATC? It is beyond ATC. But no problem, dude. It's alright. At least you're here, right? For the taxiing. Were you in? Did you join in time to see me smash the shit out of this airplane into the runway? That was pretty sad. But the going into normal law into flare mode, just like going into from rotate law into normal law in this Inibuilds A320NEOs, it's not great. Like I started my flare at 40 feet, but then it's just like, which flare mode, the Airbus will trim down to counteract like pulling back on the stick too much. But it was like my flare went to just fucking nothing and just plop. Houston ground, Spirit Wings 1004, holding short, runway 8 right.
Spirit Wings 1004, cross runway 8 right at November Echo. Continue taxi via November Papa, November Bravo, November Delta.
Cross runway 8 right at November Echo, continue taxi via November Papa, November Bravo, November Delta. Spirit Wings 1004.
Negative, cross runway 8 right at November Echo and continue taxi via November Papa, November Bravo, November Delta.
Cross runway 8 right at November Echo, continue taxi via November Papa, November Bravo, November Delta. Spirit Wings 1004. I'm going to follow any of her instructions. We're going to take the East Bridge. Should have had FS Realistic on this whole time. The Spirit Neo over there. Ain't shit down there. That tall ass tower. Brake fans on. Got some hot brakes. Man, I cannot wait till we have a 321 in the sim from Phoenix.
All aircraft be advised, information golf now current. Altimeter 2975.
Now I told it, I thought Alpha 15, which is where? Huh. Nowhere fucking close to here on the north side of the airport. How about Alpha 17? That's what I originally wanted. Brake set. Seatbelt sign come off. Shut down 1. Damn, in the gate 3.3. Woo! I'm pretty sure that was like reserve. Reserve fuel. Now, reserve fuel is 2.9. So we weren't even reserve yet. So we had like probably 50 minutes of total fuel on board. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Houston Intercontinental George Bush Airport. It's way too long of a name. How about just George Bush? Yes, looked like butter until, yeah. It felt good all the way up until like those last 20-30 feet, and it was just blam. But you know, shit happens. Shit happens. Well, y'all gotta run. I will try to be awake tomorrow. Check your messages. Sent you some more Aurora photos. Okay, sounds good. I'll look. Beyond ATC sounding like they are having relationship problems. Dude, sometimes earlier, man, like it was like 3 times in a row. I guess I said maybe like 0-8 right instead of like 8 right or something. I don't know. Whatever it was that I was saying, it wasn't 100% happy with it, and it's like, no, land, clear the land, runway, fucking 8 right. It was interesting to say the least. Can't wait for the Phoenix 319, dude. I can't wait for both of them. But yes, I'm like I cannot wait for 321 for like high volume airports like LaGuardia, you know, shit in the Northeast, right? Florida to the Northeast. That's like prime time 321 territory. And then 319 into, you know, smaller, harder to get into airports, places like Ponce or Norfolk with their right now Norfolk has the main runway shortened due to construction, so we're taking 319s into there every day. Burbank, you know, places like that. Do I use PSXT? Yes, sir. PSXT for the win. Best traffic add-on there is, in my opinion. Alright, so parking checklist slides. Disarmed. Engines off. Seatbelts off. Exterior lights set. Ice protections off. Fuel pumps off. Yellow pumps off. Chalk signal received. Park and brake. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's go ground. GPU chalks. Switch over to ground power. Get rid of that. And since we got the chalks in, pop that brake. And parking brake is off. Parking checklist is complete. Finally got those brakes cooled off a bit. Let's see, wheels cooling down relatively quickly. Now I hear the brake fans. I don't hear them until I turn them on, or like turn them off rather. Well, guys, it's a very fun flight. I would say the 321 or the 320NEO rather still needs a lot of work. But I guess one thing though, maybe when they put out Sim Update 15, they can take this cockpit, so like for example Heavy Division 787-9, right, and the Kuro 78-8, how they use the Asobo cockpit in those fuselages. Maybe we can do the same thing. Maybe we'll get a 321NEO, you know, something like that. Or even if they put that cockpit in a CO, you know, if it's a 319, like the Latin VFR 319s and Latin VFR 321. Put that cockpit in those. Cooking with grease. Know what I'm saying? But guys, thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to jump off so I can go schedule the stream for later today. Again, big announcement coming for the channel at 1 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be streaming some more Airbus action in the Phoenix. We're going to be flying 320 with IE engines from Palm Springs to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and then probably head back. It's going to be a good time. Big announcement. And the developer for both of those airports will likely be in the chat tomorrow for some Q&A. So it's going to be a good time. Again, 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1800 Zulu. If y'all like to operate by Zulu. And hopefully I will see you guys then. But until then, as always, be good at it. Keep it on the wrong side now. See you on the next one. Peace.